What's up, YouTube? It's Ben, and in this video, we're going to talk about how to negotiate with recruiting clients. What's up, guys? My name is Ben Nader. If you're brand new to the channel, you should definitely hit the subscribe button if you are into recruiting and staffing and entrepreneurship. Also, if you're not in my Facebook group yet, Six Figure Recruiters, you should definitely join. There's over 8,000 recruiters, entrepreneurs in the group. Link in description as well. Let's jump right into today's video. So at a certain point, you are going to have to negotiate with your recruiting clients. I want everyone to understand this is not something you do in your cold outreach or anything like that. This is only something that you do once you get your client onto a meeting where you start talking about terms. Now, what I mean by terms are your rate, your fee, the percentage that you're going to charge when you bring them a candidate. I'm also talking about your guarantee period, the length of time that you will guarantee a certain candidate will stay with them or you will replace that candidate. And lastly, I'm talking about your net collection terms, which are the amount of days in which you will get paid once you place a candidate for that client. So going into this video, you should know that there are three main pillars of negotiation, and those would be what I exactly just said: your net collection terms, your guarantee period, and your fee. Negotiation can go 6 ways from Sunday, but I'm going to give you a general idea of what you want negotiation to look like and how it's going to benefit you. Typically, how negotiation happens is on a call or on a Zoom or however you have your meetings with your prospects, right? Prospects that you want to make clients. Typically, how negotiation happens is once you're on a phone call or a Zoom or however you do your meetings, generally it's phone, but basically you're going to have small talk. You're going to get right into the need, the role, the position they need to have filled, the positions, maybe it's plural, maybe you have volume. You get into that with them, right? You ask them questions, right? Get a lot of detail out of them. You want to know a lot of data points before you even come out with your numbers. The reason I say this is because the more data you have means the more knowledge you have, essentially arming yourself with more firepower for when you come out with your numbers. So once you obtain as much data as you can, as much information from your prospect about everything that they need, you're going to essentially use that against them. Ethically, of course, right? We're not talking about doing anything shady or deceptive here. You're going to use the information that you have to make informed decisions about the terms that you're going to then give them. At this point, you're going to want to provide them with your terms, those three items we mentioned before. Once you have all of that data from them, you're going to come back and provide them with your fee. 15 to 20 to 25% of the gross annual earnings of an employee. So that means if somebody's going to earn $100,000 a year and you charge a 20% fee, you're getting $20,000 as your gross fee collected. Now, your second term is your guarantee period. This is the length of time, again, that you will replace the candidate if they quit or if they are fired for whatever reason, and you have all that language in your contract. But basically, how long are you going to do that for? That's going to be along the lines of 30 days, 60 days. In some cases, in high-level roles, it's even 90 days. Now, your third and last number that you're going to give as your terms is going to be your net collection, right? This is the amount of days from the start date of the candidate that you bring them to when you get paid. Day to day. So you generally want to provide something along 14-day net collection. That's where I like to start because they're only going to want you to move up and further and out from there. Maybe to 30 days, maybe even to 60 days. All depends on the negotiation. So right here and now, this is where the negotiation is going to go down. This is where you're going to lay out your terms. They're going to hear them instantly. They're going to do a calculation in their head right away, and they're going to think, do I agree with these terms? When they do that calculation, essentially what they're thinking is is that fee too high for us to pay for this particular position? Are those Numbers on guarantee period. Is that too short? Do we need a longer guarantee period? Do we need to make sure that we can get a replacement if need be if someone quits on day 31 instead of day 30? They're also going to be thinking about the net collection terms, right? They might not like the fact that you said, yeah, we want to get our money in 7 days. They're going to want to say, maybe, I think 30 days is better. This is where you go back and forth, right? Now, understand that the way negotiation works is you have these 3 levers that you can pull. You're basically just pushing and pulling on these 3 different levers: the guarantee, the net collection, and your fee. And essentially, once one of these moves, the other one moves. Let's say that the fee has to be lowered. Okay, then the guarantee period gets shortened. Let's say that they want a longer guarantee. That means your fee goes up a little bit, maybe by 2 or 3 percentage points. Maybe they don't like your net collection terms. Maybe they don't want to pay you in 7 days. Maybe they want to pay you in 30. Okay, well, that means our guarantee goes down. Essentially, it's a big equation of compromise. What works for you and what works for them? Who's going to be happy at the end of the day? It has to be both parties. If something's off on either side, it's not going to be good because it has to be favorable for everyone in the room. Ideally, you would want to have the most favorable terms, but in all business ethics, we should have everyone have an equal opportunity here to get their terms heard, understood, and equalized so that we can have a good relationship with this client and make many, many more placements with them. When you negotiate with clients, these are the things that you have to think about. How long am I going to work with this client? What is this client actually worth to me? Lifetime value, right? How many people could I place here? Could they make me $100,000 a year on residual need? Are they a client that I'm just going to do a one and done with, maybe a couple placements, and then they don't have any need anymore? Is it a client that could refer you to a bunch of other clients, opening up maybe $250,000 to $500,000 in business for you? Just to recap, there are 3 main pillars to your negotiation: the fee, your guarantee period, and your net collection terms. When you can find an equal balance of all these 3, and you can find a nice equation that works for you and for the client, you have a good deal at that point. Ultimately, the more negotiation that you can do with prospective clients, the better, because you're going to get better and better and better at it. And with that being said, you're going to be able to close more and more deals. That's the goal, right? Hey guys, if you found any value in this video, I would love it if you would smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the alert bell button so that you know every single time I come out with a brand new video. Until then.